James Gunn's Superman is the newest DC movie, and it is one of my favorite movies of the year so far, but where does it rank amongst the best DC movies? Hello everybody, my name is Jesse, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite DC movies from the worst to the best. Kicking us off at number 10, I have Shazam. I really enjoy this movie, even though it is in last place. I love all of these movies. This one just happens to be my number 10. I think it's really enjoyable. It kind of pokes fun at all of the superhero tropes and just the idea of a kid in an adult's body playing a superhero is just a really fun premise. And Zachary Levi, you can tell, has a total blast in this role. He's got a lot of fun with it, and Mark Strong is a great villain, and it's not necessarily one of the best comic book movies ever made, but it is a fun time, and I really enjoy my time when I watch it. Number 9 for me is Wonder Woman. I think this is just a really cool movie. Gal Gadot plays the role really well. There's some awesome action. I love the World War I setting. I think overall the villain is definitely pretty generic, and by the end, the final battle can be a little underwhelming in some respects. But I think overall, this is a really enjoyable DC movie. I love it every time I watch it, and it's really the action that draws me to this movie every time. 8th place, I have Joker. I really enjoy this movie. It's not one that I go back to all that often because it is so dark, but I think for what the movie is, it was really, really well done. Todd Phillips' direction is great. Joaquin Phoenix, of course, plays the role super well. He won the Oscar for it, deservedly so, and he just fully immerses himself into this character, taking risks, doing anything that he needs to become Joker. He lost the weight, he developed mannerisms, and he does all of it almost too well. Like it's really pretty creepy, a lot of the things that he does in this movie. The score, of course, just adds to the tone, and the overall Gotham setting is really dark, really weird in this movie, and I do really enjoy this kind of darker version of the character, and I think it works well. Number 7 for me is James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. I really love this movie. This is just, you can tell this is a total James Gunn movie. He's doing what he does best, taking a group of characters that should not work on paper, and he makes them into a group and a family that we care about, and by the end we are just rooting for them through and through. We want them to win, and I just really enjoy this movie. It looks very comic booky. There's so much style to it, and that's what really sets it apart from a lot of the other movies in DC, and I think it's great. The soundtrack, the visuals, the humor all work. It's all very James Gunn, and it's just everything you want from him in a movie. So I love all these characters, and I really love this movie. Number 6 for me is the newest movie on this list, Superman. I absolutely loved this movie. I think I said at the beginning, this is one of my favorite movies of the year so far. It was my most anticipated movie of the year, and it absolutely lived up to my expectations. I saw it opening night with a friend, and it was just a blast of a time seeing it in IMAX. All the visuals were awesome. It's bright, it's colorful. It's what a Superman movie should be. It is completely different from anything that the original Richard Donner movies were, or what Zack Snyder did with Henry Cavill. It is completely its own version of Superman. It changes some things that worked really well with me. The music is all great, and David Cornsweet does a great job. This is it happens to be my least favorite James Gunn comic book movie, but everything is fantastic, and I think this is a great foundation for this new DC universe to build off of. And James Gunn just has a blast with this movie. You can tell it's all awesome. Kicking off our top 5, I have The Dark Knight Rises. This is a great ending to Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Bane is fantastic. Tom Hardy is fantastic as Bane. I love him. He plays the villain very well. He can be very, very intimidating. This is everything that a Christopher Nolan movie you expect from him. It's ambitious. All the action is great. The score is, of course, amazing. And it can be pretty motivational as well. I think that just the scene of him in the cave and he makes that leap of faith and he finally escapes is probably my favorite scene in the movie. This is my least favorite in this trilogy, and I think it can be a little bit too long at times, but overall, all of it works pretty well, and I absolutely love this movie. Number 4 for me is Batman Begins. This was a fantastic start to this trilogy. I love origin stories, and this is probably one of my favorite superhero origin movies. Christian Bale plays the role extremely well. Christopher Nolan's direction and writing is, of course, amazing. The score by Hans Zimmer is awesome, and I love Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow, and I think Liam Neeson is great as Ra's al Ghul as well. It's kind of a simpler story, obviously, because it's the first movie in this trilogy, but I love this movie. Number 3 for me is the 1989 Batman, directed by Tim Burton, and I think the thing that works the best for me with this movie, I love how comic booky it is. Every aspect of it really feels like they pulled it straight from the comics. The score, the visuals, the origin of the Joker in this movie is, of course, pulled right from the comics. That is how it happened, and I love all of that. Michael Keaton is great as Batman. Jack Nicholson is a standout as the Joker and is one of my favorite interpretations of the Joker. He's absolutely hilarious. He's doing all these one-liners that are absolutely awesome. Jack Nicholson just plays it perfectly, and he's really the reason that I go to this movie as often as I do. He just makes it from great to legendary. It's awesome, and I could watch just like an hour compilation of all of his moments from this movie. My runner-up is The Batman. This is one of my favorite movies, not only of the decade, but really of all time. The more I watch this movie, the more and more I love it. I have seen it a handful of times since it came out in 2022, which is impressive considering it's a 3-hour movie and it doesn't feel that long at all. I think the runtime absolutely flies by. I love everything that Matt Reeves did with this movie. It's a little bit of a darker version of Batman and of Gotham. I love detective murder mystery stories, and that is exactly what this movie is. So right from the beginning, I am drawn in every single time into this world. Robert Pattinson is probably my favorite Batman that we've ever gotten. His interpretation is perfect. Everybody doubted him at the beginning, but he absolutely nails it. I love him. I cannot wait to see more of him in Batman Part 2. And that is Batman Part 2, as of right now, is one of my most anticipated movies coming in recent years. I'm just counting down the days. I cannot wait to see more of this world, more of these characters. Matt Reeves' direction and writing is awesome. Paul Dano steals the show as the Riddler. He is fantastic. And Michael Giacchino's score is one of my favorite movie scores of all time. And this is just one of my favorite comic book movies. Like I said, it's one of my favorite movies, period. And I love it every time I watch it. But coming in number one for me is The Dark Knight. This is not only my favorite DC movie, but it is my favorite movie of all time. Christopher Nolan is the GOAT for a reason. He is my favorite filmmaker of all time, and I love superhero movies. So when you take those two things and put them together, you're destined to get a masterpiece. I love every single thing about this movie. I have seen it countless times. I have the poster hanging up in my wall, and it's just a movie that I like waiting a lot in between rewatches so I can just savor every single moment. I wish I could erase this movie from my memory and watch it for the first time again. Just the attention to detail is incredible. Heath Ledger's Joker is amazing. One of my favorite performances in any movie ever. The Joker, this version of the Joker is my favorite movie villain of all time. He's unpredictable. He just wants chaos, and that's what makes him so great. He's a man of his word. He pretty much never lies throughout the entire thing. When he says he's going to do something, he's serious. And the unpredictability with the honesty is what makes him so awesome. You never really know what he's planning next. This movie also has probably one of my favorite endings in a movie. That final monologue from Detective Gordon never fails to give me chills, and just that last shot of Batman riding down the ramp is awesome. This movie is perfect. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 favorite DC movies of all time. What is your ranking of these movies? Or give me your own ranking of your top 10 DC movies. I would love to hear them. Until my next video, subscribe to my channel. Help me reach my goal of 400 subscribers. It would mean a lot. And keep watching movies.